Hey everyone, I'm actually going to do a back-to-back episode today because I'm going to be a little busy tomorrow. But this is day 28 of my 30-day challenge on YouTube of showing up for myself and being consistent through imperfect situations, through busyness, through motherhood, through being a wife, through trying to be all the amazing things. And one of those things is having a career. Working in tech. I've worked in tech over 15 years, and the biggest work lesson I have learned, I want to dive into that. I have been learning to embrace being a contractor. I've been a contractor more than I've been a full-time employee my whole entire life. And I am learning to let go of what those expectations are. And I think a long time for me, I didn't want to say it out loud. I used to walk into every role thinking like, maybe I'll stay here, maybe this will turn into a full-time opportunity. And I've just come to that conclusion that this is just temporary and that's okay. Every assignment that I get, I'm super grateful. Like I go in there, I know my rates, I ask for what I want, I dive in, I meet new people. It's always a bit uncomfortable because I'm always the new one trying to figure things out. But I think that's my superpower, is being able to walk into any situation and see the whole picture and figure out where to start and then know where we got to go to the end. And so that's what makes me a good producer. That's what makes me a good director. It's just a personal thing. Like I'm used to trying to fit in, to be the imperfect employee, learn the culture, make myself blend in. But now I see the beauty in what I do. Like that's my superpower, trying to coming into a new situation, adapting and learning what the problem is and how I can solve it in the fastest time. I come in, I solve the problem, I bring value, and then I move on. I can charge more because of that. I can pivot faster. I can show up fully as myself, knowing I'm not locked in here. And as uncomfortable as that is freedom. There's an opportunity in that. And the opportunity is to meet new people, to build new relationships, to stack my skills. I've stopped chasing this performative way of being in corporate and started to embrace this purpose. And that's only been as of recent, as of last week. All this has turned on in my head. And even with meeting new relationships, because I know I'm not there long, I find the relationships to me that are the most valuable. And I don't say that in a negative way, but it's you see who isn't really for you and you see who's there to help you. And that's to me how I've always built relationships. Oh, that person's different. That person goes against the grain. That person sees a vision. And then you see the people that are just there on the hamster wheel, knowing I know that's not the person that I want to be or the person that I can build with. And so I don't know. I just been embracing this purpose over the last couple weeks because I get really hard on myself when a contract ends, even when I know nothing went wrong. But here's what I've learned. I've learned to know your rates. I know my rates and they go up higher every time. Deliver value, build authentic relationships, and just leave a great impression. Be kind, get people's contacts, add them on LinkedIn, and then move on. You keep it moving. And so you don't have to turn every job into a forever situation. Not every role is meant to be your home. I never found a home, but I think that's just God's vision for me. My home is with God. and when you accept that, you just stop forcing things. You start flowing. And that's what I want to be in, flow and alignment. I'm learning to enjoy the work for what it is, get the perks. My last role, I had free lunch and breakfast without trying to make it something that it's not. And if I shift that mindset and work within that mindset, life will change for me. And hopefully it changes for you. So hopefully this helps somebody. This is the Gray Space, a place for growth and alignment. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are already enough. And keep going. I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.